Hello, and happy Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Come with the Light and Reveal, where every Wednesday we talk about some of the beautiful stained glass windows that you'll find here at NoHo First. Today, we have another window and story from Boyer Chapel, the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus and his disciples were together to celebrate Passover feast. They followed the instructions that Moses gave them, but Jesus gave new instructions for a new communion ceremony. The disciples and Jesus dipped bread into wine and ate the feast so that they would remember what Jesus sacrificed for them. After the meal, Jesus and his disciples went to the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus went to pray. While they were there, Jesus called Peter, James, and John to come aside with him. Once before, in an hour of triumph, it was Peter, James, and John that witnessed Jesus in the Transfiguration. Jesus went a little further and asked them to keep watch while he prayed. And Jesus knelt down in the garden, looked to the sky, and said, "Father, if it be your will, take this cup of suffering from me. But I want your will to be done, not mine." Jesus returned to his friends and he roused them from their sleep. Once more he asked them to keep watch, and again he went back to pray. A second and third time, Jesus got on his knees, looked to the sky, and said, "Lord, if it be possible to take this cup of suffering away from me, please take it from me. But if it must be your will, I will drink." And in this picture, Jesus kneels in a radiant light beam connecting him to God. Jerusalem, the holy city, crowns the hill. Behind Jesus, the disciples, exhausted from sleep, lie there. In this dark scene, the artist has included symbols of hope. There are cedar trees that are growing above the disciples, and an ancient olive tree in the bottom left-hand corner brackets the figure of Jesus. This echoes Hosea's blessing on the Redeemer of Israel, when Hosea says, "His splendor will be like an olive tree, his fragrance like a cedar of Lebanon." The phrase, "Thy will, not mine," is the foundation of this image. In a final symbol of hope, the artist leads this phrase with a distinctive blue flower. The flower is a Pasque flower. In Europe, this early blooming flower is a sign of what the Italians call Pasqua, but what we call Easter. And as Ash Wednesday kicks us off in the Lent season leading up to the miracle of Easter, I thank you for joining me for another episode of Come with the Light and Reveal. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday for another window and another story. God bless.